Okay, welcome back to art class, everyone. We are going to spend the year learning how to draw. And today we're going to do something kind of similar to what we've done in other classes. We're going to do a simple grid, and we're going to draw this kitty cat using the techniques that I've taught you about before in terms of, learning how to draw. And the first thing that is the kind of basic, learning to draw technique is to learn how to get outer edges, right? How do you get the outer edges? Then we kind of work within and start working within. So we start with outer edges. So I'm gonna fold up this kitty cat in half. Now remember, the kitty cat is not, when we do this grid, and I want you, here, hold on, I'll sketch it out so we can see it. Oh, where's my tape? I'm using this kind of see-through tape and I keep losing it on the thread. Here we go. Okay, I'll draw a grid, but in the meantime, I want you guys, just like before, to take your piece of paper like so and fold it in half. And then fold it in half again. And if you want to, you can take a straight edge and your pencil. I'm going to use a pen so we can really see this super well. Here's this orange pen. Right? And then if you want to, you can take your pencil. Where is it? Hold on. I happen to have a ruler, but you don't really need a ruler for this exercise per se. You just need here I'm trying to get a sharper pencil. Hang on, there we go. You don't really need a ruler per se, you just need a straight edge. And you can mark your grid. So even though we're just going to stick with these two folds, we're also going to find halfway points here. Oops, here, let me make sure it's that. Yes. So on the kitty cat, let's see. Really, truthfully, you could just fold it 4 times if you wanted to. 1, 2, 3. That's the quickest and easiest way to get halfway points. Just fold it 4 times. Right? So I could just mark them here. Oh yeah, that's like super easy. Why have I never thought of that before? And I'll do the same thing with this kitty cat. I'll fold him once, twice, 3 times, and 4 times. And we don't have to go to all that measuring trouble. It's being done for us. So one thing to remember as we start to draw this, where is the bottom of this picture?
Where the gray area is?
That's not, yes, but that's not the bottom of the picture, right? The bottom of the picture is actually here.
Okay.
Right? So when you draw, we're going to be paying close attention to these quarter points. Oh, yeah. We almost, it's very interesting. We could almost draw a box, just the little paws stick out around the edge of the kitty, right? Connecting our 4 points. Maybe we'll try to do that. It might be helpful, right? To look at things this way. And in fact, why the heck not? So I'll show you how to do this I mean, we don't get all of the kitty, but most of the kitty is contained in this box. How interesting. I didn't plan that, but that did happen. That's kind of nice. Okay, I'll take a picture of this so you guys can have it on the thread. Why do you think this might be helpful?
For
What might
perspective.
be- Yeah, and what's it going to help you do? It's going to make sure you keep your kitty in the right, yes, shape, keep the right shapes and the right proportions, right? Right. Less of a perspective thing, more of a proportion thing. So if I come over here, I can actually do the same thing on my paper. It's grabbing the wrong, hold on. I can sketch in a box, kind of following my folds. We can get rid of that box later. So go ahead and do that. Oh, I feel jokes about Schrodinger's cat coming on. Kids, you probably don't know about Schrodinger's cat, but there's a philosophical question that involves a cat in a box. Now, let's see here. What's going to be the easiest thing to see? This box is going to be helpful, not only because it's going to help us, actually, not only because it's going to help us get the shapes of things, it's also going to help us kind of figure out things like in relation to this edge here. I'm going to do that. This will be more visible. There we go. Now this is like super clear, right? Very easy to see. So as we start sketching, you can even start by sketching. Oh, he comes down a little lower. Oh, I see. I made his ear go up too high. So don't do what I did. Here is down here on this side. And on this side, right, it kind of is contained there than the box. It doesn't exactly touch the edge of the box. There's also a little bit of space here on this side. So try doing just that amount. I will send pictures across. I think that's how. What do I do with my phone? It was here just a second ago. Okay, now oh, there it is. Okay. So here is our kitty. Good. I see a lot of people. So you can either look at your phone, right? Or you can, and I guess what's nice about this kitty is I'm gonna let you put the kitty in a scene. So you can add whatever else you want to. You don't have to copy what's happening here. You just add whatever else you want to into the scene. Once we draw the kitty, we have plenty of room for other things. We could put the sun, you could put him in a mountain, you could put him in a little cat, house. You can do whatever you want. So when you think you've got this, actually. I made a, did I make a mistake? Kind of. I think his ear is a little bit more straight. So and I'm paying very close attention to this shape here, which is negative space. So I want to make sure that I'm not only paying attention. Yeah, that seems right to me. To this shape and this shape, but also this shape and this shape. That's the negative space, right? We use that to kind of carve out our figure. So that's why this second box is very helpful, because we can really use it to help shape our figure. And when you think you've got it, send it over. Does anybody want me to go to the next box? I can. Yeah, all right. All right, Sammy. So we've got this. And notice like this little kitties. And there's kind of just a little bit in here. This kitty's paw fits in. This one's gonna come out and down. Here, let me sketch it so I can sketch it in so I can add it in. Here's the stuff that's outside the box. And notice this will be bigger than you think it should be, this front paw. Let's see. Let's see. Dang. Pauline, excellent. But no, let's see. This is not really happening,
Okay.
right? It's more like kind of a straight down shape.
Okay.
Looks pretty good on this side. Nice. Yeah, I'll do this line too. So let's see. Notice how we want to place curve lines where they don't exist. It's funny that. Oh, that came too low. So I made a mistake. I put it down. I put this line down too low. The reason I can tell is that I need more space here. So I'm bringing up the line. There we go. I think that's more what's happening. Yeah, I think you guys kind of know enough to go forward. So I'll just demo. Down here, I'm really using negative space. All right, there's the outside edges of the kitty probably. Maybe we're gonna, this doesn't look quite right to me. I think it kind of there's like a line that goes like this, and I think it kind of bends a little bit more. West-
Leia, can you move the picture a bit more to that side because I can't really see it?
to this side,
No, to the other side.
this,
Yeah,
which
yes.
picture, this picture? Okay,
Yes.
why not? How's that? Is
Yeah, okay, thank you.
that better?
You can move the thing.
Pauline's given herself a little assignment. She's gonna do something before next week, right, Pauline?
Yes, I will.
All right. So if anybody wants to give themselves a little, she's gonna draw this lady's head on the back of a beer stein or a beer mug, or sorry, coaster, a coaster.
I'll tell you.
I also sent a picture of this across. Oh, yes, she's gonna try and draw this. That looks cool, doesn't it? Maybe everybody could try to draw it. Kind of extra homework assignment.
Oh,
Oh, I see I'm missing something on this side. So I'm gonna erase again. I think I brought my ear down just a little too low. I think there's like a straight line like this, and then a line out. So can everybody see that? It's like kind of it's like 3 straight lines. This one goes in a diagonal. This one goes straight. This one goes out. And then there we go. That looks better. Eventually I'll get it right. It still doesn't quite look right, but. In the spirit of, I'm going to remind you of how many mistakes I make in 10 minutes. It's a lot. I make a lot of mistakes when I draw. Ugh. Let's see. Okay, so Pauline, 2 things. If you see, this paw is much wider than this paw. And look at where it ends. If you put little dots on where it intersects with the grid, it's like here and here. Yours is, you have it like this, that size. Right? So this is
yeah.
significantly bigger. It's probably twice the size, not twice the size, but it's definitely bigger than how you made it. So I would put a point here and a point here. Yours is here. You did this like that. I'll show you. I'm going to show you with dotted lines what you did. You did this.
Mm.
So number 1, the second paw doesn't come down below.
No, it doesn't, does it? Oh, I know what happened.
So, well, you're not paying attention, right? So you're like, what happens is your left brain has an idea and your Not quite there yet, paying attention. Your left brain is getting into, is telling you something different is happening. It's trying to tell you cat paws are all the same size. Cat paws line up right next to each other, right? Like that's not really what's going on. So that's number one. And number two, look at where the tail is and look at the size of the tail. You made it totally small. The tail starts here and it ends up here. Much bigger.
So going back to the paws, how did you know to just put like halfway?
I'm guessing, but I can see. Right? It's bigger. It's pretty big. One starts right here, close to the edge.
Yeah, yeah, I get that.
I'm looking and I'm guessing.
Yeah.
I mean, this is where you're starting to learn like actual spatial things. You can measure it if you want to, but I'm pretty good by now. And so you need to, but also I know that this point in front is bigger because it's closer to me. Right? That's the other thing I know. I know this paw is going to be here. Hold on. Closer. I know the paws that are closest to me are going to be bigger than the paws behind. That's the other thing I know. So that kind of helps. Let's see, Makiko, not too bad. Do you see how this feels like? I feel, Makiko, like you're kind of up here more.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think you need to but you saw me muck around with the back a bit. Also, there is a nice, really, strong little, it's not just a line, it's a triangle shape between the two paws, front and back. I like your shape here though. You might have to bring this up a little bit too, but in general, and this is too wide. Because you need to have this shape, right? Look at this shape. Tail looks good. So notice how if you're not really concentrating, you can see it when you really look. But when you're kind of tired or you're like your concentration isn't there, that's when the errors start to happen. Right? It's really looking at shape. Good job, Dominique. That looks pretty good. I like it. I like it. This can come up a little bit because there's actually a space. See this shape here? You have this leaning right down onto the grid. It actually comes a little above it. That seems like a small thing, but it's kind of a big thing. I like these shapes. I like these shapes. I feel like this paw might be in a little bit this way and a little bit skinny. So if you could bring the leg out a little bit on the left. Good job, Sammy. Let's see. Sammy, your paw also has to come way, there's not a big triangle of space here, right?
Yes.
Yes, this comes right here, right? There's a teeny little triangle of space. This is good though, very good. Tail goes up a little higher. Everything else looks great.
You mean me? My.
Yeah, your tail goes up a little higher than you have it. You have it down here.
Yeah, okay.
It's really up here.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Every single mistake that's been made has been made. Wait, did I make the same mistake? Here, hold on. Yep, I gotta bring my tail up too. that make you feel better? There we go. Every single mistake that's been made, I feel, is a mistake that's been made because you have a left brain idea about something that is not actually happening, at least visibly, right? Every mistakes are mistakes of seeing as much as they are of anything else. But good job, everybody. You're doing it. You're doing great. You know me. I'm terrible. I was just laughing. I've started working with these two older women who are in my neighborhood, hired me to do some like training for them. And I went right into their paintings and I was like, okay, here's what's wrong with this one. Here's what's wrong with this one. And I went, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Look, very nice painting. Like, they're like,
How we learn though, isn't it? Like that's what we want.
they said nobody critiques us enough. Everybody says the paintings are nice. We don't want you to say the paintings are nice. You say how to fix them. It was really funny, but I was like, oh, I sound harsh.
No.
Where's my tail coming in?
So this is a practice, guys. That's what I want you to get. The more you do it, the better it's going to be. There is no way to get better at this unless you just keep practicing. So it is good to probably try and practice between classes. And if you don't know what to draw, you can look at any of the beginning drawing classes on the YouTube channel. There's a ton. There's a lot of them. You can go back and do a couple of the ones that we've already done, redo them. You know what I mean? Let's see. Sammy, it's still, let's see. Your tail needs to come up. Your tail is still down here. It's not quite that far down, but it's like, it's more like here. See where the tail actually is? It's up higher. Let's see. Good job. Oh, great fix on the paws, Sammy. Good fix. Good fix. We still may tweak these a little bit, right? We're still possibly gonna change these as we go through. Are we ready, by the way, to go to the inner shapes, you guys? Some of them? Okay. So we're gonna do the eyes almost last. We're gonna start by doing the dark shape that are in the eyes. Right, so no drawing eye shapes except that one that's around it. No drawing eye shapes. We're going to start with this. And then here is kind of a medium shape. And here is a darker shape. Down here, we can see his leg. And here is a little bit of leg. And then you can see little medium shapes. So start by outlining all these medium shapes. I'll start with the face. Well, oh yes, and let's do this too. I'll have you do this too. Okay, so I'm gonna actually start. I can see that probably I drew my face too long. I'll take a look at it in a minute, girls. I'm going to get us going on to the next step. So I'm bringing this up here.
Can you answer it?
I'm starting. Oh, even so, I still have to bring it up even higher. So I'm bringing up my face. There's actually quite a bit of shape between the mouth, the space between the mouth and this midline. So I am Gonna do that first. Is that right? I think so. I might reshape the face a little bit. Maybe this comes up. Maybe this goes down. But you see, and by the way, look, I'm making mistakes here. I'm not quite. And this is why I'm doing these shapes first. I want to make sure I get these outer shapes. And then I see. There's like a white edge on the very top of the kitty's head. And then this connects to the dark. There we go. I want everybody to pay attention. We've all had a little trouble with shapes, so everybody try. Pay attention to your shapes. I will try to, since I also have had trouble with my shapes. I can see that I made my back leg a little too fat. So I slimmed it up a little bit. By the way, everybody is better at it than they were a few lessons back. So that is fabulous. And if you want, I can even, you can even find the halfway point. Yeah, why the heck not? No. So that'll bring. No, that is not. Just to help you kind of place features, I'm dividing this square in half too, which you can totally do. And I can divide this, well, it's a rectangle really. No, that's not right. That's not that right. Maintenance. Like here. One. look at that. Okay. If you divide this rectangle in half, the eyes come just below the halfway point. Can you see that? So if I divide this box in half, twice more, I come over here and I find, let's see, 2.25, so this is 1.1. I need a ruler for this. It helps to have a ruler for this. And then down here. I also need centimeters. It's gonna be easier. Oh, yeah. And down here. This is to make sure we kind of put the eyes in the right place. Should I put the eyes in that one? No. I didn't. Did everybody see how I did that? This is definitely a job for the electric eraser. So one of the things I can see by dividing this exactly by, further gridding this by dividing these boxes in half on each side is that the eye the top of the eye. Let me bring this whole thing down. The top of the eye is at the halfway point. The bottom of the eye is below the halfway point. And then there has to be space. I have to bring my little face down. I had my face a little bit too high. Now I've gotten yellow pastel dust on this drawing. I'm not sure how great it's going to turn out in the end, but we'll do our best. There we go. There we go. Okay. Notice that although the eyes are sort of almond shaped, this top lid doesn't curve as much as the bottom one does. This one curves up much more. there indeed one eye space between? There sure is. Here, I'll take a picture of this. Let's see. That looks great, Dominique and Luz, by the way. Great sketch. So how was everybody's holiday? Was it good?
Very good.
Yeah, you went to Singapore, right?
We're still in Singapore.
You're kidding. So you went out and swam in the pool at your cousin's house?
No, at the apartment that we're in now.
Oh, you guys are still in Singapore? What are you still doing in Singapore?
Well, they're starting their 3-week Chinese New Year holiday now.
Ah,
So I'm working
gotcha.
a lot.
That's fantastic.
They are having a nice time.
That
So-
sounds great.
New homework, yay!
Sammy, this looks terrific. You did a great job with placing the eyes. The only thing I'm going to tell you is that this eye is closer to the middle. Can you see how this line doesn't exactly bisect the kitty's face? The nose and the mouth are to the right. And this eye needs to move closer to this center line. See that? The center of the box is not the center of the cat's head. Got it? Great work though. Fabulous placement. I know that's the easy thing to get confused by. Then kind of once you, so then everything. The cat is this, it's kind of a triangle nose. And then a straight line and 2 curved lines like that. But it's almost all of it is to the left. Sorry, to the right of this line.
Then I must have drawn the whole thing.
Good job, Lutz. All you're gonna need to do is just bring the face down a little bit lower. Eyes are in a great location. They're absolutely perfect. So just bring, you have the face here, right? Bring that face down a little bit lower. Good job. I love your markings here. Very nice. If you want to, you can start kind of coloring in your darks. And I'm kind of looking at the direction that the fur is going. Kind of going this way and this way. And then the tail fur kind of goes straight out that direction. And then here, remember, once you get the darks in, and then darks here too, I mean, a little bit more spotty, right? Because she's a little striped. We might. You can start by being kind of more solid with your shading, and then we can go in and do some erasing later. I'm gonna erase this line too, because it's kind of too strong. And then of course, we've got these they're almost like lines. And there's pretty heavy dark lines around her eyes too, like makeup. And then it's kind of lightly shaded in the iris. What a cutie little kitty. We've got these little dots here. On this side, they're a little bit lighter where her whiskers are. And it's kind of a little darker around her mouth. Kind of a medium color. I'm taking my eraser in to bring in some kind of more stripy things. And then you'll see some more as once you get these heavier. You'll see some more subtle value changes happening in the cat's fur. Let's see. There's some dark here. Everybody enjoying this?
I'm frustrated.
Yeah, what's going on?
I'm just sending it to you now because I've given up. Well, I'm not giving up. I just don't know what I can do. Can't get the. There we go.
No, I can tell you one thing I think we can do. I think we can start by turning this thing upside down. Let's see. Oops. Yeah.
The eyes are just, I've tried, kept going back over them.
Well, you're exaggerating the curves of all of them. So let me try turning it, erase them. Try turning it upside down, Pauline. Try turning your drawing upside down.
Okay, I'm just erasing them first.
Yeah, erase them first, and then let's see if it becomes easier. So here is your, right, like here's your square bisected in half. The kitty's face is kind of a little bit to the right if we're looking at it upside down.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm going to erase mine too, so we can do them together. So I want to make sure you've got your grid here.
Yep.
Right? Here's your grid. So I1 comes right up here. Like a curved line like that, right up against the halfway point, and then kind of curved almost like an angle line. But it really hugs up against, I made it a little too big. There's a tiny little space there, but it really hugs up. So you see how much space it takes up?
Yeah. Okay, mine were too narrow and long.
Turn it right side up. Leia,
Yeah.
can you turn it the right side up because
Nope, I am not going to. So you get to draw upside down or you get to look at the picture.
So, just because we're a little bit behind, so the face, So you did the grid that you did for the face is,
Really halfway,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
But it doesn't look like it because it is not but dividing the face in half.
Yeah.
Can you see
Okay, so
that?
I
That's-
think our eyes are too high, Lucy.
Yes, so erase
Down a bit.
eyes. And just like I did, hey, I just did it. It's okay. And then Pauline here, this eye kind of hugs up against like the final line kind of comes here at this edge of the grid, comes up like that. It's kind of a grid line like this, and then that's kind of how the eyes are. You're just, I think, just sort of having a hard time seeing them.
Yep.
And then now you can place the nose and the mouth. Yeah. And if you guys want me to do that again, I'll do that again. Once you get caught up, Dominique, well, I can show you again. I'll erase my eyes and do it again.
Oh, that's a big improvement. Woohoo.
Okay.
Thank you.
You really can't see it when it's right side up. You have too many ideas about it that are
Mm.
messing with your head. It's always helpful to turn something upside down. I very often do it.
The eyes are above the line, so we have to do the eyes here.
Are you guys upside down too? Yeah, they are above the line if you're looking at it upside down. And do you want me to do it again for you, Dominique? Shall I erase the eyes again and show you where they are?
I mean, only if other people don't need your,
So I think Makiko's quietly working away there, and that always tells me that she's on it. Okay, so
Yeah.
I think we're in good shape. If you want to send it over, all right, so I1, here is the middle line. See? And then we draw a little curved line that we leave just a tiny bit of space. But we're very close to the center line here for I1. And it's a curved line that kind of goes out like that.
I can't.
And then the second line, the underline, kind of, it's almost like two angle. Oops, I think I made it too big there. See that? So start with that shape. So I'm really using,
Mhm. If you
by the way, you
want.
guys are doing great.
Do it if you want.
Really observe where you're having trouble is where you're struggling to see, is where your mind is, your left brain is telling you something different about the shape than is what actually happening, right? Are you guys ready for me to do the second eye?
Yeah.
No.
Second eye. So if you see, here's the line that is the edge, right, of this rectangle. The second line kind of curves up like this and down like that. And then this is also kind of like an angle line. And then there you have dark line.
How do we cut this off?
I think I have some nails.
He's cute, Sammy. I still feel, so Sammy, make
Hang
the.
on 1 second, he just walked off. Are you
Oh,
coming?
okay, got you.
He's talking to you.
Okay. Yep. What is it? You can say now.
So I like your eyes much better. Now, everything's very dark here. Look at here. You can see, I'm going to do this for just a second. All right, I'm going to take a picture of this and send it across. So you can see how this is more of a, I know my lines have covered up some of the edges here, so you can't see them very well. So you have just a dark shape, but I want you to see how the edge of this is kind of ready. You can do that with your pencil, maybe a little bit with your eraser. See that?
Okay.
Send that over. Or you can do it upside down, never hurts.
Should we try and do the nose?
I think we need to go like this.
Against the line,
Oh, Makiko, not bad. Not bad at all. Eyes are too big.
Okay.
See the shape? So turn it upside down and you'll see. I love this, what's starting to happen here. And I think the mouth and the nose need to go down just a little bit more. And then I don't know if you noticed, I erased this strong line around the edge of the face because it's too harsh. It's really just a soft shaded area. So here, I'll show you here. Right? If you look at this, it's really kind of just white on the top. And a little bit like kind of shady underneath. It's less strong. I put it in there at first and then I took it away. I think that will help a lot. Let's see. Let's see, Sammy. All right. Eyes look great. So this part is darker, right? So this part is the darkest, the sort of outline. It's almost like she has makeup on. Super dark and heavy. In here, it's kind of a medium. It's not a white, right? So look at these lines. Look at how they kind of extend. Now she's got a little bit of this. Like she looks like she has makeup on. I love your paws, Sammy. They look great. Here's a couple of other shading areas. Here, it's a little bit shaded. Here, it's a little bit shaded. And here, definitely shaded. And then there's some interesting things where like light is coming into these dark areas. Oh yeah, and there's kind of this line is also there, but very subtle. It's kind of there through shading. Oh, what a cute kitty cat. I love her. Now you can really, when you add this line in, you can really see the whole front of her. And then this is a little bit shaded. It's a little hard for you to see, so I'm going to put it in to make sure you can. Great job, by the way. And there's a little shading. It's very light. See how I'm just barely holding my pencil? Gosh, you can't even see it really. I'll take a picture of it so you can see it. Fabulous. Coming along, Sammy, looking great. By the way, I now want you to think, Sammy, as you're starting to finish this kitty, I want you to put him in a scene. So I want you to create a scene around which the kitty, I don't know, maybe he's in a park, maybe he's on a sofa, maybe he's in a little cat house. Maybe he's driving a car, I don't know. Whatever you want, you can do whatever you want with him. And I just sent over this with all of the light shading. Here, I'm going to shade it a little bit stronger so you can see. This is like a 2, this kind of shading. Oh, Luz, that's great. Aren't you happy? That's great. All right. Add some of these lines in. Get darker. I'm trying to get as dark as I can with the shading. Great job, you guys.
Oh.
Luz, have you been practicing your drawing? I feel like you have been.
No, I haven't.
Well, you do draw.
No, but I didn't draw this.
No, you didn't draw that.
Not, I mean, but have you been practicing drawing just generally?
Yeah, a little bit.
I see an improvement. I see an improvement in your drawing. Bravo. Great job.
Maybe it's because she was drawing with Dom and then Dom started another paper, so maybe she drew that first.
I think so. I think so. I can see she's getting some, she's improving. It's neat.
There's-
Go on then.
Let me see.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally irrelevant to art class. There is a sideshow going on of a child who's ripped off his toenail.
Oh,
Sorry.
really?
This is,
Ow.
but
That's
we're
not-
still concentrating on our drawings.
I
obviously.
believe it. I believe it.
Because I stubbed my toe in the door and in our cousin's door, and then my toe fell loose, and then the toenail fell off.
Oh, that sounds kind of painful. Did you yell?
No, I didn't.
Good for you. Pauline and Makiko, it's kind of hard to imagine our class without these two
Yes, for sure.
these two comedians, eh?
Very entertaining and very good at drawing. Much better than me.
Be better every day.
Good.
Keeping this.
As are you guys. How's it going? We've got about.
I'm already finished. Oh no, I didn't finish the scene yet.
You didn't finish it. Yeah, so finish your scene. And Lucy's
yes.
the same.
I know.
Pauline, Makiko, and Dominique, we've got about 15 minutes left. So let's see how far you can get.
Okay.
And we'll magically we'll turn our drawings around and take a look at how they look.
Leia,
She's gone missing.
Yes, darling.
Leia,
Yes.
can I not do the scene?
You don't have to do the scene if you don't want to. But do you want to maybe color it in or go around it with a marker? Add some color, or you can do whatever you want. You're done, but if you want to, you can put him in a scene.
I know, I could put him in a tree. I'm going to draw him in a tree.
Fabulous.
We have thinking the same thing. I just finished my tree.
Really?
Me.
I think there's a point where you have to let go of the drawing and try to just have a little fun with it. Because it can be stressful, right? Drawing can be
Yes.
stressful. So you want to find things that make it less stressful.
My cat's face is very serious. How would I?
Send him over. I can tell you, send him over.
He's sort of angry. He's angry at my attempt. She.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah, you have his mouth going the wrong direction. Here, I'm gonna turn this right side up now. Give him a little smile.
Yeah.
His mouth is going down. So, Pauline, or sometimes I'm seeing you reverse the direction of curves. So you curved him, right? Like this.
Yeah.
It makes him look angry, but really the direction is up. And it's not just up, it's straight line down from the nose, right? And then
Okay.
curve line and curve line.
A straight line.
Smile, straight line down from the nose, right? Right here.
Yeah.
Curve line and curve line.
And then curve line,
Yeah.
and curve line.
And notice when you flip it, sometimes that happens. It's very common actually to flip curves to make them the opposite of what they're supposed to be. It's weird. I don't know what it is. It's like you'll find you'll get better at it.
What about the eyes? Are they too big? Is that what causing another issue in it?
Oh, I think well, a little bit. Nip this one in just a touch. Yours, it's like this.
Yeah.
So just
Okay.
nip it up. It's kind of like a wide V or a wide angle line. Less
Okay. Yeah.
a single right curve. It's kind of more like this one is in pretty good shape. And then also notice this line, this dark line extends beyond the eye. Right? Like eyeliner.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
Did it on the other one.
yeah, and on the other one too. He does look kind of angry. Oh, I like your tree though. It's great. These are good. We are going to be going back. Now that we've had some practice drawing, we're going to be working on shape, really our nuanced understanding of shape. The next couple of lessons, we're gonna be like kind of backing it up into a little bit of basics. Because I think you guys are really ready for that now, like ready to kind of play around with the idea of shape. I'm very excited about these new lessons. You can tell I keep talking about them. I'm like, wow, I can't wait to teach the beginning drawing class. And even as you'll see, even as I'm looking at it, I'm kind of consistently changing. This is down lower. Yep.
Looks like with this color.
Yeah, good idea. I think that's a good idea.
I can see he's kind of dark. It's kind of dark under here. So I'm actually darkening under him because I think it will help kind of shape him a little bit, or her. See how just even that little bit kind of adds. And I'm raggedying this edge because the fur is kind of, the white fur is kind of raggedy here. Well, Dominique, will you be in Singapore next week too?
Yeah, we
Oh.
are here for another 2 weekends, and then we're going back to China.
You should tell George, you should go try to see George.
I
You'll be
know.
sad if you don't see him before you go.
I thought I might see him in the office, but I don't know exactly what he does. I need to check.
Yeah, that is the best way to do it.
Are many people going in Singapore to the office?
No, nobody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they moved this office not too long ago, and everybody is quite unimpressed by the transport to get there. So
The old office was out middle of
Mine's
nowhere
back.
as well.
yeah, so the new one is a little bit further out from where the
Oh,
old one
it's worse.
is. Very close
what
to the
happened.
old one, but kind of in the newer developed area.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, there's hardly anybody. There's only the TV people, and there are like hardly any journalists, text journalists. It's amazing.
They're basically kicked out of the old place, right? Because of the Refinitiv breakup, right?
Oh, right. Yeah, I guess so.
That's what happened to us too.
Yeah,
we
to us
went-
as well. Yeah.
Through field and farm to get down to where we are now. It's
Oh,
very
really?
accessible, but
Really?
because no one goes in, we can drive.
Really?
Some of us, just a few of us, yeah.
Interesting. Sorry, so my thing kicked off just in time, I think. What happened here? I think I got booted out of,
Of your Zoom time ran out.
know what happened? Like, oh, I see. Yeah, no, it's weird. There we are. Now we're back here, just to confuse you. Here is you all. Oh, yeah. I don't know. It does not want to, it's like, well, I think we're pretty much done, aren't we, guys?
Yeah.
Let's, okay, so Makiko, I want to take a look at it in a second, but what I really want you to do is hold up your drawing.
I'm still coloring.
Oh, that looks fantastic. Oh, Pauline, great. Fabulous. Hold them up, guys, wherever they're at.
Mine is because I started another one. So
I'm
mine
in,
is
I'm
just
in, I'm in mid branch.
You're in mid-branch.
Good
Can we
boy.
see it anyway?
Oh,
Oh,
look at
my
that.
God, I love that. I love it. I don't just like it. I love it. You guys, these are fabulous. Makiko, very nice. Pauline, great. You really pulled him through. Now he's at
I wanted to give up. I thought I can't do this.
I-
So thank you.
totally can, and you're getting better at it. So that's why I'm here.
Oh, look at
Oh,
this.
It's beautiful. The colors,
The colors.
really good colors. All right, next week, you guys, we're gonna draw a chair, but we're not gonna draw
Oh.
the chair. We're gonna draw the shapes around the chair. I'm very
Oh,
excited.
that's fabulous.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah.
really fun.
I can't make it next week because I'm gonna be on duty.
Oh, rats. Well,
Yeah.
I will record. They're all recorded, so